Mutually exclusive events are events that cannot happen at the same time. They're events that cannot happen at the same time. Okay? Events that cannot happen at the same time. What do you notice about that illustration of the Venn diagram to the left right there?
They're not colliding.
Yep, there's no colliding. They can never happen at the same time. What's the example we did last week that we kind of talked about this?
Birthday.
Yeah, if your birthday is in January and August, those are called mutually exclusive. Okay, because can your birthday be in January and August? No. Okay, so those are mutually exclusive. Okay, let's do a few more examples. It says circle the events that are mutually exclusive below. So the day of the week is Friday, the day is Saturday. Are those mutually exclusive?
Yes.
Yes, they cannot happen at the same time. Okay? All right. What about the day is cloudy, the day of the week is Thursday? That can happen at the same time. Okay, so these are not mutually exclusive, just to let you hear that vocabulary word again. Okay? And a coin lands on heads, a coin lands on tails at the same time. So it means the same coin. Same coin. Okay? Cannot happen at the same time. Okay? A playing card is red, a playing card is spade.
No, spade's not red.
Spade's not red. What are the two that are red? All right, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. So those are mutually exclusive, right? Because a spade
There's no red spade.
cannot happen at the same time. Okay? All right. So mutually exclusive events. So for or, you're adding the probability of A plus the probability of B. Okay? So you're adding the probability of A plus the probability of B. So or means to add. Okay? If they are not, if they are not mutually exclusive, then it's the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B. Okay? Yep.
For probability of A and B, do you multiply that or add it?
Neither. You just have to always just look at a chart, or they'll tell you exactly what it is. So you won't have to do any computations to get that. You'll just have to find it out of the problem. Okay? Good question. What's another way to say this? The quantity probability of A and B can generally be thought of as. What's another way to say probability of A and B? What's another way to say this? What does that mean when it says A and B?
You give it A? B A?
So what did we mean here when we said A and B? If we what? Both, okay? So both A and B at the same time. Okay? Both A and B at the same time. All right, last kind of theoretical question, and then we'll do some actual questions that won't be as hard, okay? When finding the probability of mutually exclusive events, you don't have to subtract anything because, so up here, why didn't you have to subtract anything if they were mutually exclusive?
It can never happen.
What? It can never happen at the same time, okay? So the probability of A and B of mutually exclusive events is 0 because it can't happen at the same time. So the probability of A and B of mutually exclusive events is going to be 0. So you don't need to subtract anything because they can't happen at the same time. All right, and you'll notice on the foldable quiz, or on your foldable, I didn't give you 2 different rules. If you'll just memorize this one, sometimes the probability of A and B will be what? What do we just say it might be sometimes? 0, okay? And when you subtract 0, you'll still get the same answer. Okay, let's look at a deck of cards. And this is the handout I was talking about. Those of you who are not familiar with a deck of cards, you have an ace, and this one is called the what suit? The hearts, okay? And so you have ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then after 10, what do they call it? Jack, queen, king. These are your face cards, okay? If you know that, you don't need to write it down. If you don't know it, then you should write it down. Okay, those are your face cards. What color are the hearts? All right, what other one is red? All right, so these 2 are red. If you don't know that, you should write it down because you're going to have to know that, okay? Those are red. And then what are these 2? These are the black suits, okay? Those are the black suits. So these are pretty easy. Hearts, diamonds. What's the name of that one? All right, so this one is spades. All right, that one's spades. And then this one is clubs. Okay, spades and clubs are the names of them. Okay, what? I don't know where they get those names from. Okay, here we go. What is the probability of randomly selecting a face card? So don't overthink this, okay? Sorry, a red card. What's the probability of selecting a red card? 1/2. Half of the deck is red, half is black, okay? So there's a 1/2 probability of selecting a red card. Oh, one other thing we should write up here for those of you who don't know. How many total cards are there? All right, there's a total of 52. Okay? Yeah, we're not doing jokers. Okay, total of 52. What's the probability of selecting a heart? 1/4. A fourth of them are hearts. Okay? All right, jacks. How many jacks are there total? There's 4 jacks total out of 52. Okay? That will reduce. Again, you know how to use your calculator. Math, enter, and you get 1/13. Okay? All right, a blackjack. How many are black? 2 out of total of 52, which reduces to 1/26. Okay. All right, questions? Okay, a black 10 of diamonds. What? Why? Why is it 0? It can't be black and diamonds. Okay, it can't be black or diamonds. Okay, number 8. I see a key word. What do you see in number 8? Or. Okay, or is one of our key words in the probability unit. Or means to add. Or means you are adding and then subtracting something. Okay, or means you're adding and then subtracting. All right, the first thing you're doing is what's the probability of getting a 10? 4 out of 52. All right, 4 out of 52. Okay. Right? Either way is fine because we're going to be using the calculator. Okay? Either way is fine. So 4 out of 52. What's the probability of getting a spade?
13.
Yep, 13 out of 52 or 1/4. I don't care which one you write, you're going to get the same answer. Okay? So this was tens and then this was spades. You're subtracting what's a 10 and a spade at the same time. You have to subtract how many are tens and spades at the same time. How many are there? 1. There's 1 card that's a 10 and a spade out of 52. Okay? All right. So in my handy dandy calculator, I'm doing parentheses 4 out of 52 plus 1/4 minus parentheses 1 out of 52. Math, enter, and you get 4 out of 13. Questions? Okay. Number 9, a heart or a spade. What's the key word? Or. That means I'm going to be adding and then subtracting. Okay? Once again, on Friday, what word did we always see on Friday? What word was it on Friday? And what did and mean to do? Multiply. Okay, and meant to multiply. Okay, how many hearts are there? 13 out of 52. Okay. How many spades? Okay, there are 13 out of 52 spades. And then you're subtracting what's a heart and a spade at the same time. How many cards are hearts and spades at the same time? None. So that is 0 right there. There are none that are hearts and spades at the same time. Okay? All right. And 13 plus 13 is 26 over 52 is going to be 1/2. Okay? All right. Number 10. Again, keyword is or, which means you are doing an add and a subtract. First thing, how many jacks are there? 4 out of 52. How many red cards? 1/2, either one. And then how many are there that are jacks and red cards at the same time?
2. No.
2. Okay. Elijah, do you see how we're not really, like, you're just having to think about, like, what that number is? You're not, like, adding or subtracting it. Does that make sense? Okay, you were asking earlier how you were going to get the and right there. Okay? All right. Okay, what's the answer to this one? Can anybody else confirm that? Okay, thank you. All right. Again, we got or, add, and subtract. How many are black 10s?
4.
2. Yep, 2 out of 52. How many diamonds?
13 out of 50.
Okay.
How many are black 10s and diamonds at the same time?
0. Good. So that gives you 14 over 52. Does that reduce? Yes. Oh, sorry. Which does not reduce, right? All right, 15 over 52. Okay, keep going. 2 more examples. So or, plus, and, minus. How many queens of spades? 1. How many red cards? 26. How many queens of spades and red cards at the same time? None again. Okay. So 27 over 52. Does that reduce? No. Okay. How many ace of diamonds? 1. How many red cards? And then you're subtracting. How many are ace of diamonds and red? 1. All right. Be smarter than your calculator. Be smarter. Instead of taking the time to type all that in, what happens? These 2 cancel. These 2 cancel each other out. And so don't spend time typing all that in your calculator. 26 over 52 is 1/2. Okay? All right, questions? All right, flip it over. All right, suppose that today there is a 55% chance of rain, a 20% chance of lightning, and a 15% chance of lightning and rain. What is the chance we will have rain or lightning today? Okay? Best thing you can do on a word problem is start by just writing down your information. So probability of rain. All right, probability of rain is what? Okay. 0.55. Okay. What's the next thing they tell you in the word problem?
20% chance of lightning.
Okay, so probability of lightning is 0.20. So I'm just writing down the information. Okay. And then what else do they tell you?
15% chance.
All right, lightning and rain and lightning, 0.15. Okay. All right. Do y'all agree that's the stuff they give us?
Yeah.
Okay. What are they asking?
What is the chance of lightning?
Okay, so they're asking for the or. Okay, or means I'm going to be adding and then subtracting. Okay, which two things am I adding?
55 and 20.
The rain and the lightning. Okay, and I'll write this out for. So I'm adding the rain and lightning, and then you're subtracting the rain and lightning. Okay, that's what the rule says. If you need to, you can look at your foldable for that. So it'd be 0.55 plus 0.20 minus 0.15.
0.6.
Questions? All right. Number 15. Now suppose there's a 60% chance of rain, 15% chance of lightning, and a 20% chance of lightning if it's raining. What's the chance of both rain and lightning today? All right. So what do we do first?
You write it out.
Write it down. So probability of rain is 0.60. Probability of lightning is 0.15. And let's pause for a moment and let people catch up. Okay, so guys, tune back in if you've tuned out. Tune back in because this one has an extra little thing to it. It says a 20% chance of lightning if it's raining, okay? So chance of lightning if it's raining. So we already know it's doing what? All right, that's when you use this symbol from Friday, this straight up and down line. It means like given. So this means lightning given that you know it is raining. You know it's raining when you use that symbol, okay? So lightning given raining is what? 0.20, okay? All right, what's the question on this one?
What's the chance of both rain and
Rain and lightning. What are you doing when it says and? And means you're multiplying. Again, your foldable is your friend. If you look, are you multiplying A times B or are you using the one with the straight line in it? All right, you're using the given one, okay? So we need to multiply 0.60 times 0.20. So this is extra information. The 0.15. That's extra information. Okay. All right. What do you get when you multiply that? 0.12. Okay. All right. 3 more, guys. 16. At Mom's Diner, everyone drinks coffee. Let C be the event that a randomly selected customer puts cream in their coffee. Let S be the event that they put sugar in their coffee. Suppose after years of collecting data, Mom has estimated the following probability. So you got C, S, and you have, all right, you have or. And it says, what is the probability of and? Okay, so what's the probability of and? Okay, a lot of times when students see this question, what is C and S, they're looking at their foldable, they go to the and they're like, okay, I need to use this rule. The problem is you can't use this rule in this problem because did they give you this one?
No.
They didn't give you that one, okay? So you're gonna have to use the top one. So A or B, I'm just copying this from the foldable. All right, A or B equals A plus B minus A and B. Okay, so I'm just copying that from your foldable. A or B is the plus and minus rule. Okay. Okay, do we know A or B? Do we have a number that we could put for that?
Put 7.
What do we know for the or? It is 0.7. So in this spot, I'm putting a 0.7, okay? Do I have a number I can put in for A? Mm-hmm. We're using C and S there, so 0.6 plus, what goes in for B? 0.5. Do I have a number for A and B? What can I put? What? X. You want to put an X there. Okay, you want to put an X. All right, guys, and we're going to solve that for X. What do you do first to solve that for X? You add 0.6 and 0.5. Okay, you're trying to get X by itself, so then what would you move?
Go to 7.
You move the 1.1. Do you add it or subtract it? You subtract it because it's positive, so when it moves to the other side, you have to subtract it. Which gives you what? Mm-mm.
It's 0.4.
Close. It's negative 0.4, which it's not really going to matter because what kind of X is this? It's negative X. What happens when you have a negative on both sides? It can't, yeah, changes to a positive. All right, so did we answer their question? What is the probability of C and S? It's 0.4. Interpret this value in the context of the problem. What does it mean to have C and S? You put what? What does they stand for? What's the C stand for? Cream and, so you put cream and sugar both in your coffee, okay? All right, number 17, Brian, read it for us, please. All right, what's the key word? Or, right there, a basketball or a track athlete. Or means I'm using what math symbols? Plus and minus, okay? I'm going to be doing track plus what? Football minus what? What are you minusing? Oh, sorry. I have a typo on here. This should say football. Sorry. What are you going to be subtracting? People who are on both track and football. Okay, that's what you're going to be subtracting. All right, so how many run track? 50 out of total that we're talking about. How many total people are we talking about? 90. Okay. How many people are on the football team? And how many are on track and football? 10. Okay. All right, what do you get for this answer? 80 over 90, which reduces to 8 over 9. All right, last one you can do on your own.